Hello, welcome back. Time now for Media Watch with James Creedon. Hello there, James.
Good evening.
Now, no surprises, but the inauguration stateside is dominating a lot of social media tonight.
That's right, and I've been looking earlier, Louise, at how President Obama uses social media. He's often feted for his savvy use of social media. Here on the website Storify, you can see an agreement with the White House. It's the White House with Storify, and what they're doing is they're sharing all of these images that are later going to go, they would hope, and they're probably right, viral on the web. So they're kind of pre-prepared memes, if you like. For our journey is not complete until our wives, our mothers and daughters can earn an equal living, etc. And if you scroll down through it, it's the same theme. Our journey is not complete, for various other messages such as gay brothers and sisters being treated like anyone else. And scroll down again and it's about our journey is not complete regarding immigration. So this is kind of the whole 4 more years for these different issues, very smartly put together by the White House social media team. And there was also a Twitter address, a Twitter handle made especially for the occasion, Obama inauguration, with 52,000 plus followers just for one day. I think, as I was saying earlier, he could share some of them with me perhaps if it's just one day's work. And then you have, instead of POTUS, you have FLOTUS, First Lady of the United States, and she's also been tweeting today saying how she's honoured to be joining so many fellow Americans. And indeed, Michelle Obama's fringe got quite a lot of comment today. Louise, if you're looking for a way to get buzz online, give yourself some bangs, as the Americans say. Official White House photo of President Obama swearing he likes Michelle's new bangs. There you go.
Well, more importantly than Obama's opinion, what's yours, James?
Well, I think she looks great. I think she looks fantastic. And indeed, everywhere you went, there were pictures of her and various other things. Here you have Bill Clinton photobombing. I'll have to go down that. That's Kelly Clarkson. So you have other fun pictures like that making their way onto the web as well. Now, Fox News got a bit of attention as well, Louise, because they're not the biggest fans of Barack Obama. I think we know that.
No.
Right. Now, the 3rd Monday of January is officially the most depressing day of the year. It's statistically, they found out that, you know, in terms of money you have after the end of year holidays, things like that, it's a depressing day. And of course, quite conveniently for Fox News, that happens to be the inauguration day. So they mention that quite a bit. And the Borovitz Report, which is a blog for The New Yorker, quite ironically, this is a satirical piece saying that Fox is shutting down for maintenance at 11:30 this morning. And the only other time they've done that is 4 years ago. So lots of people having fun with those issues. Now, I'll show you a couple of tweets on the French web about this. Christine Boutin, she's a Catholic MP in France, pointing out that Louis XVI was actually beheaded, guillotined on the 21st of January, 220 years ago. So for her, this isn't a day to be looking stateside in any way, shape or form. It's to be a time to be looking back in history, 220 years since Louis XVI got the chop.
Wow, where did they get this inspiration from, James? You just never know.
There you go.
Okay, in terms of what else is on the French web, Mali is still, of course, a big issue. That's
right. Now, a lot of people were talking about what they were calling l'union sacrée, or the sacred union between all of the political parties in the run-up to, well, as when the conflict started in Mali. That seems to be over. You have a lot of politicians on the French right now who are criticising François Hollande, saying we want a clear sense of the objectives of this conflict. Let's take a look at some of these articles. The criticisms of Pécresse and Wauquiez, their two UMP right-wing MPs, and it has caused a certain amount of controversy. People saying these criticisms are coming too soon, but they're saying, look, we want a clearer sense of what the objectives of this conflict are. Luxembourg has been making the news as well today. They're sending 2 soldiers to Mali. So it appears France is no longer on its own in Europe.
Oh, right, okay, 2 soldiers.
So some people laughing at that. And this is the sentence of the day, Louise. Roselyne Bachelot, former health minister, now a TV star, she said, war is like cocaine, great to start with, but afterwards it destroys you.
Quite an analogy.
Right. Some people are saying, how do you know that, Roselyne? But her point being, the longer this conflict goes on, the more destructive it will be, obviously for Mali, but of course too for public opinion, etc.
Okay, well, let's move on to something a little less controversial. It's snowing, as if the world didn't know, or certainly at least Western Europe knows about it. And that seems to be all that anybody's interested in.
I think for an international news channel, our perspective is a little bit wider, but it's true that if you look at the French news channels, TF1, France 2, it's the same over in the UK. A lot of coverage of snow, perhaps a disproportionate amount. And this article, I saw it being shared on social media today. It's actually an article from February of last year. BBC wants nothing but your snow pictures. This is on newsmark.co.uk. As snow begins to fall in Manchester, the BBC have announced they will be suspending all regular broadcasting activity in order to focus on obtaining as many of your snow photographs as possible. I think that's a little bit more true than any of us want to believe.
It sounds like a fun job. Thank you very much, James.
Thanks,
James Creedon there with Media Watch. Okay, time for a quick break. Stay tuned though, we're back in a couple of minutes.